If you use Claude Code, then you probably already know that you can spin up multiple subagents in parallel to do your work for you. But what most people don't know is that you can do the exact same thing in Claude CoWork. So if you're a Claude AI user and you still find the terminal intimidating, then you can get a piece of that firepower just within the Claude desktop app. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can spin up your own mini agent army in Claude CoWork that can do your work in parallel tasks. And what's cool is you can even store information about these subagents on your local folders so you can spin them up and invoke them whenever you want. Let's dive in. So if we hop into the Claude desktop app and go to the CoWork tab, then when we are greeted by this beautiful agent right here, we can ask the following. Hey, can you spin up subagents in CoWork? Apparently some YouTuber said I could do that. Can we do that? And if so, can you break down what agents you come with out of the box and tell me what they do? So if we send this over, one helpful thing, by the way, is to create a folder where you do all this work, and that will come handy a little bit later. And you can see right here, it comes back with an agreement telling us that we can do it, and we can execute the following out of the box. So we have a bash subagent, we have an explore subagent, we have plan, general purpose, Claude Code guide. This more so explains how Claude Code works, more so than CoWork, and then a status line setup. Most of these won't be as useful for you. Explore is useful for a code base, but for all intents and purposes, things like plan and more so the ability to create your own are what we're going to focus on. And just to show you, we have a blank folder called CoWork Agents. You can name yours whatever you want and store it wherever you want. And the goal is we're going to have a folder here where it stores information about the agents that we create and whatever output we want. So let's say I want to do the following and say, if I wanted to conduct research, specifically research on the generative AI space and create a slide deck for a C-suite executive team telling them how to create an AI adoption roadmap for 2026, what are the different types of agents that might be useful? Let's say I just want 3 or 4. We could send this over, and now you can consult Claude CoWork to come up with the ideas. So it comes back with this series of agents, and the first one is the general purpose research agent. And where this is extremely useful is because it's willing to spawn, in its own words, multiple agents to run research in parallel. You don't have to wait for one line of reasoning or one sequential set of events to do the research. So this can do things in parallel. Then we have the plan agent that says, once I've gathered research, this agent is great for structuring the actual roadmap. Then we have the content researcher agent, and then we have the PowerPoint skill. And if you're not familiar, Claude Code or Claude comes with a series of skills out of the box, one of them being document creation. So PowerPoint files, docx files, Excel files. And what's cool is with minimal instruction, it tells me exactly how it will orchestrate these agents. So it will first spawn 3 or 4 general purpose research agents, then use the plan agent, then the content research, and then use the PowerPoint skill to build the deck. Now, while this plan is awesome, I want to spin up one more agent that can go and review the PowerPoint file to look for any weird discrepancies or overlaps of text so I can avoid having to do that myself. So I'll say the following. Okay, so the plan looks amazing. Everything looks straightforward. One thing I want to add on is one additional agent that can act as our content reviewer agent. And the role of this agent is to look at the PowerPoint and look for any weird discrepancies, overlapping of text, so I can avoid having to review it myself. Once you create this subagent, execute this whole workflow end to end. And then we will click enter, and then hopefully it will just start executing. And we'll know it's executing from spinning up the different research agents, and this should all appear in the UI at the same time. So it first loaded the skill to create the PowerPoint, and now it's spawning up all of our research agents at the same time. So you can see this one is researching emerging AI capabilities in 2026. If we click on this, you can see right here, all of them are working at the same time, and you can even audit the steps that they're going through. So you can unravel this, and this. You can see exactly what they're searching, and as they complete, there you go. You're going to see all the sources each one is going through. And now all of this is happening at the same time while we look at the right-hand side to see the progress of all the steps. And one additional thing that Claude CoWork had added is if this is running and for whatever reason you're seeing something pop up that's unexpected, you can click on this right here and add a question or recommend a change to the scope. So you don't have to go back all the way to the beginning if you see it going down the wrong direction. So at this point, we are now halfway through our to-do list, actually more than halfway. We are on step 6, which is actually creating the executive PowerPoint presentation. So we've done the roadmap, we've finished all the research. You can see here it ended at 6 steps, 8 steps, and 8 steps. So now we'll click forward to when we have the first version of the deck. All right, Mark from the future here, and now I'll walk you through what the final PowerPoint looks like. If we click on it, you can see the preview right here. It looks pretty nice, snazzy, well designed. It's only one-shotted, so that's really impressive. There are a few areas where I could see some more QA needed, like this could be a lot smaller. If you go down right here, this isn't the most beautiful white font on a whitish background, so this could be improved as well. Some of this, I don't know if I can download it as a PowerPoint file and just double check in PowerPoint. Sometimes the preview is misleading. Let me just double check to play devil's advocate. If I go to here, no. So we still have some of those issues, especially when it comes to right here. See, there's ever so slightly an overflow. That's an area where the QA agent could be improved. But for now, we are doing pretty well for one shot. And you could see it created a QA review that found a lot of overlaps. Some of them apparently were intentional. I don't know if that's an excuse or not. And then it created, without me telling it, a skill. So it created the PowerPoint Reviewer skill. So I built a custom skill that analyzes PowerPoint files for visual issues like text overlaps, off-slide content, small fonts, etc. Is it perfect? No. It gives me the TLDR of the research phase and tells me what each sub-agent found. It goes through the strategic roadmap it came up with, the executive presentation, and tells us about the QA review. And one extra thing is if you're not a Claude Code user, what's useful about running sub-agents in parallel is they don't necessarily flood your main context window. So if you've worked with Claude AI before, you'll know that if you execute one deep research session and create one PowerPoint file and make a few changes to it, it has to auto-compact the conversation, which is unbelievably annoying. Running sub-agents gives a fresh context window for those parallel tasks. So this is pretty much how we use those agents in this session. And now let's see how we can persist those agents and use them elsewhere. So now I'll say the following. Okay, this was awesome overall. I could see a few places where the QA agent missed things like a white text on a white background. Maybe we adjust the skill ever so slightly to look out for that moving forward. But for now, I'd like to store a markdown file with the description of all the agents / sub-agents that you use, like the research ones and the plan ones, etc., and create a markdown file in our CoWork agents folder so we can use them later, and then create a README file. This README file should be something so straightforward that I can point a brand new session in Claude CoWork to go and take a look at it and know how to invoke the agents and the skills. And I want you to also store the skills in a separate folder, but still within the CoWork agents folder overall. So, bit of a mouthful, but this will give it all the instruction it needs to document everything we created. So next time, we don't have to waste time to spin up the research agents that do those particular tasks, assuming they want to do something similar in scope. If you have a completely different scope, then you might want to be able to store an evergreen version of those agents that are more agnostic of specific scope. So that's really up to you as the user, but all you have to use are your fingers or your voice to type it out, and you're good to go. So we'll send this over, and you can see these are all the working files. So one thing that's also important to do is realize and decide which working files might be important to you. Do you want the skill MD? If you click on show more, you can see each and every slide, which you don't necessarily need. You just need the overall slide, especially if you want to feed it in as some form of example. And after we executed that request, it then updates the skill, and you can almost take a peek at these view steps, especially if you want to eventually graduate to going to the Claude Code section or the terminal. It's helpful to understand and see what's happening behind the scenes. So it's using Bash to create the skill guide, read it, create a new version, create the skills folder, create the README file, and then it tells you how it's structured your folder. So if we take a peek back at our folder right here, you can see we went from empty to having our PowerPoint file, the agents.markdown file. This should give us a breakdown as to exactly how this is working. So if I pull this over right here, you can see built-in sub-agents, the general purpose agent, best for research, multi-step exploration, and complex searches. Then we have the plan agent. We have the explore agent. It even created some short-form commands that you could use. And then, yeah, it has a full structure of how to use each and every one of them. Then when we go to skills, these are the two associated skills, any scripts that it could use. Then we have the overall README. And I'm using the README here in a way like you would use what's called a Claude MD file in Claude Code. So in here you can see it says a collection of agent skills and workflows for Claude CoWork mode. Breaks down how to use the agents, when to use the agents, when to invoke them in parallel, and everything you need to use along with when they should invoke different skills. So now we're combining sub-agents, skills, all without having to still look at the terminal. And to finish things off, if we open one brand new task, what we can do is, if we're working in the same directory, we can say, can you go read the README and agents markdown files and onboard yourself on how we can use each and every agent and sub-agent that's listed in there. Then you can quickly onboard your brand new CoWork session on these agents, the skills they can use, and if you have something of a similar scope, assuming you didn't over-index the sub-agent instructions, you should be able to get up and running that much faster in subsequent chats. And you can see right here, it comes back with a full summary and understanding of all the sub-agents. It's ready to invoke them. It's acquainted with the custom skills we have, the recommended workflow pattern of research, plan, execute, and QA, and it even has this in memory just to understand how to create the PowerPoint file if that's what you want to do. And that's pretty much it. So if you want a breakdown guide that you can use to basically synthesize everything that I showed you today, I'll make that available to you in the second link in the description below. But if you want access to even more firepower and way more Claude code, actual builds and system, then you're going to have to check out the first link in the description below and join me in my early adopters community. I'll see you in the next one.